Hey guys, class is in session. Did you know that the home ownership gap between blacks and whites in this country is wider today than it was in the 1960s? 44% of black Americans own their home in opposed to 73% of whites. Why is this so important? Why is it important to me? First of all, it's because I am a real estate broker, I have my own real estate firm, and I know firsthand that when you own your own home, you own your future. You own your generations. You're leaving generational wealth, possibility of generational wealth. You have equity, that way you can pull money out of your home and use it for other things like sending your kid to college, going on that vacation, or buying another property. So I just want to, it's so much information here, and I'm talking fast, but I'm going to do various videos because I want to give you so much information, but I don't want to make these long because I know you got a lot to do, and so do I. All right, so let's just jump into it. One of the benefits and why the goal of every black American should be home ownership is: one, wealth building and generational prosperity; two, stability and security. When you buy your home, that's your home. You don't have to worry about your landlord telling you, hey, I'm going to raise the rent next year. You don't have to worry about your landlord saying, look, I'm going to sell this apartment building or sell this house I'm renting you, so you have 60 days to get out. No, you own that. And depending on the type of mortgage loan, whatever you have for your home, your fixed rate of what you pay every month could stay the same. If you get a fixed rate mortgage, then that should be the same. So you know every month what your mortgage payment is going to be. So that gives you a stability. It also gives you roots in the community. You know, owning your home gives you a sense of belonging and pride. Uh, it's like a community. Your community should be like a family. Maybe not, but still, you are part of a unit. Um, it also is economic empowerment. Okay, you're building assets. Real estate is a valuable asset that tends to appreciate over time, creating opportunities for financial growth. One of the ways, see, what it means by appreciate is, let's say you purchased your home at $300,000. And most people, studies show, stay in their home, particularly if it's their first home, a starter home, stay in it from like 5 to 7 years. And then after the 7 years, you're like, look, let's sell this home. Well, if you pay $300,000 for it, and most homes do appreciate, mean the value goes up, then when you sell that property, you should reap a profit off of that. Okay. Another benefit for blacks owning their own homes is autonomy and freedom. You have control over your space. You know, when you rent, your landlord's like, you can't paint the wall a certain color. You may not be able to change out the flooring. You may not do anything like that. But when you own, that's your living space. You don't have restrictions. Also, freedom from displacement, like I mentioned before. Another benefit for blacks owning their own homes is combating historical inequalities. Now, this section is going to be a whole nother video because I think you're going to find it fascinating how the government back in the 30s and 40s had programs in place that did not allow mortgages to be backed and financed if they sold or gave a mortgage to blacks in certain areas. And so that's where redlining came apart. But we'll talk about that in another video. It's fascinating. All right. Historically, systemic racism and housing policies excluded black Americans from home ownership opportunities. Pursuing home ownership helps combat these injustices. Basically, and this is I always feel like this, whenever you buy a house as a black person, that's the F you to the man who didn't want you, the white man who didn't want you to own a home, didn't want your ancestors to own a home, who prevented them from owning a home, who gave them bogus mortgages that was twice as much as the white man's interest rate. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, home ownership, especially buying land, which I want to, my husband and I, to purchase land, just keep buying land, is because I feel like my forefathers, my ancestors worked the land. I'm here in North Carolina, and we know that there was slavery in North Carolina. And every piece of land that we can buy is a FU to the slave owners who had our people working that land, but it's also to pay homage to our ancestors whose blood, sweat, and tears is on that land. All right. Also, when you own a home, it's passing a legacy. A home can be passed down to your children or your children. And see, this is one of the many areas where white Americans had not even a foot ahead of us, where they had yards and miles of success and progress before us because they owned their homes, they owned the land. We were seen as chattel property. We couldn't own anything. We damn near didn't even own ourselves. And so you wonder why these people, whites, have all this generational wealth and now we're catching up. It's because if 300 years ago you started owning your own home and land, and then we just started, what, 75 to 100 years ago? Come on. So this is a way of playing catch up. And I know it's unfair, Black people, but that's okay because we're used to things not being fair. A home can be passed down to children or family members, providing with a head start in life. You see it all the time. I had friends when I was some of my white friends would get married. Their parents would gift them one of their family homes. That's what we want to do, right? Also, it passes a legacy of educational opportunities. Studies show that home ownership is linked to better educational outcomes for children due to stability and community investment. And that is so true. At the end of the day, children thrive in an environment that is solid, that they don't have to worry about, am I going to be living here today and next month I'll be living somewhere else? They need stability. A home brings that. And listen, people, when I talk about a home, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be as big as a Taj Mahal. We have to start somewhere. You don't have that one house does not have to be the house you stay in for all your life. Okay? So let's do a quick call to action, and then I'm going to move and I'm going to end this video and we're going to talk about something else. By promoting home ownership, y'all, by prioritizing home ownership, we Black Americans can create lasting economic security, strengthen our communities, and build a legacy that endures for generations. And so you want to know, where do you start? First of all, and again, I'm going to do a whole new video on this, but first of all, you start with pull up your credit report. There are 3 credit bureaus: Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And by law, you get at least one free one. And you go on there and you get your credit report and you see what your credit score is. And then you talk to a mortgage lender or a bank or credit union and say, hey, I'm thinking about getting a loan to buy a house. And then you talk to a realtor, a real estate broker. And if you want any help with that, you can contact me. I can help you here in North Carolina and all over the United States in over 70 countries, and I'm here to help you. So, because my reach goes far and wide, I have associates all over the country who can assist you in starting this process of getting your mortgage, first getting your credit together, getting a mortgage, and also helping you find your home, whether it's your starter home or your dream home. All right, thank you all so much for watching. If my content blesses you, continue to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube to know when I upload. And if you really like my teaching, go on and buy a sister some coffee. You see the link right here? Just click it and buy me some coffee. All right, talk to you soon. Be blessed. Bye.